Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. So today's video, we're going to be doing another challenge. The crop is already done, but like I said, I pre-recorded all these. So after this, I believe we just have one more left. Now, this one here is to do a challenge about a surprise or use surprise in your title. So I'm scrapping a time when I gifted my mom a whole like case of hot tamales, which was her favorite candy. And we're using, I believe this is Amy Tangerine, one of her collections. This is an older collection that I got, I think, on not this past Christmas in July, but last year's Christmas in July. And we're going to take the red and put it around the photo. And then I like these two sort of like rainbow colored paper. This one is fun. And I liked the other one as well. But what I was thinking was, at first, my typical, which is the sideways, and then, add another color. But then I was let's make this look a, like almost like cake tiers, right? You know what I mean? So, okay. So what I'm doing here is I was moving some of the papers over, and it was here where I was like, wait, I need to make this shorter. I don't need it to be exactly the same length. It's going to be longer than the photo, so it'll work. And here's when I was like, it may work better this way, and then put my mom's picture vertical. So it's like a tier, and then her photo is a tier. That's the way I was looking at it. So this collection is definitely different for me. It's not my typical, like I found these colors in it, but there's a lot of photos or pattern papers where it's very unique. And that's the only way I can explain it. But I love to celebrate, so I kept that out. Yes. And then we're just going through the ephemera really just to see what else we can use. I like the pink on the side. I'm going to use that part to obviously journal. And I'm just pulling out all these different elements. This one says one of a kind that I just pulled out. I like that. Let me see. I like these little tear apart like phrases. So I'm going to use one of those. And I want to say, yes, it says wow on that pink one that I kept. But I'm going to turn it upside down. You'll see. And I was like, oh my God, duh, upside down, it spells mom. So, I mean, I got to flip it upside down. Okay. So I'm playing with placement at the moment. You know me, once I start picking out like elements and stuff, I want to kind of lay it out and see where everything is going in my mind. And right here, I'm like, I know I'm going to use some of the foam. So I already know I'm going to use something from there. And I like how this is laying out. I'm like, let's go ahead and start. We can start laying everything down and then build up on top. Now, I don't know if I do it on here. You guys have maybe seen me do this where I cut out what element it is that I want to use, and I leave it on the paper so that way I can move it around and decide where it's going to be the best place to put it. I highly suggest it, whether it's on white, whether it's on clear. It's an easy technique. That way you don't have to worry about, I don't want it to stick. Just leave it on the paper, cut the paper up. It's okay. It'll all still fit in the packaging. All right, so now that I have that out, now we're going to start putting everything down. And I always move whatever's on the left side goes to the left, and what's on the right side goes to the right. And then we start layering. And this one, like I said, excuse me. This was definitely a little bit different. It was fun. Excuse me. And I love that the flowers were pretty. Like there's elements of this that I really do like, and then there's other parts of this collection where I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to use this. You know what I mean? Like I think inside the paper pad there was zebra paper. I'm like, not striped paper in black and white, like actual zebras on it. I'm like, I don't go to the zoo. Where am I going to get zebra pictures? Like, but anyway, we're going to keep on building our layers up. And I use the wet glue, obviously, to, give me a little bit of time if I put it down wrong and I want to change exactly where it's at. The wet glue gives you just a few seconds where you could pull it back up and readjust. So if you're anybody who has trouble with that, or, sometimes you can be not sure exactly where you want to place something, I would suggest if you're using ATG to definitely use the glue as well. But most of the time, when I get to this point, I know this is where I want it to lay. You know what I mean? Like we're moving forward, full steam ahead, and we're just gonna lay this sucker down. And I just realized I was talking with my hands. See, this is what happens when you hang out and you do videos. Yeah. We were on a group Zoom talking and chatting, and I didn't even realize I was just sitting there holding my... At some point, I'm like, oh crap, I'm recording. That's okay. At least it wasn't that long. All right. And actually, I really do enjoy doing that when we all get to hang out and I can also get something done. A lot of times when we're on Zooms, I'm like so busy wanting to talk and chat with everybody, I don't even think to record anything that I'm working on. So I was really happy I was able to get these few videos done. And now we're going to attach, add our glue, and then this, put it down sort of like one big piece. And there you go. All right. Now we're going to start doing our elements. And when I went to go lay down the flowers, I was like, you know what? We may have to pop the flowers up. I like the one of a kind. It's interesting. It has a little bit of a holographic aspect to it. But I like that it tied in the red behind the photo with the paper, and then the red that you can see in the photo itself. On her shirt, there's a little bit of purple, so that's why I used the rainbow. And then, so initially, I was gluing down, I think, that flower straight down, but I think I decided to, like, pop up both of these. And then this is where I'm like, oh, wait, Mom. I'm like, I gotta put that as Mom. And then to put the butterfly, I'm going to put a butterfly right next to where Mom is, which I love. Yeah. And it's just perfect. She loved butterflies too. And then celebrate. And then I'm going to put underneath little moments, big memories. And I like that because she's laughing and her laugh is just so grand because she was so surprised. And I just think that little moments, big memories is a really good subtitle or part of the title with celebrate. Okay, so now I'm just popping out all the little bits that didn't come out of the word celebrate. And we're going to go ahead and get that glued down. And a part of it is on the top layer and a part of it is on the bottom layer. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the foam. And I only do that because I don't want it to move later. The foam stickers and phrases, they do have good stick to them, but I still like to use the glue. And then we put down one of the sticker butterflies and a smaller one on top of the 3x4 up by the photo, and then I'm just looking to see if there's anything else that I wanted to put down. I think there's like a star. I think I did 2 stars. 3 stars. I did do 3 stars. So once I see the stars, I'm going to go grab the 3 different stars, and I do put down a little bit of glue before each one. So there's a blue one there, yellow on the side, and then a little green one down at the bottom. And then I'd already had planned on using the enamel dots. I have a light pink, a more brighter pink, and I want to say this one is more like a charcoal, so like almost black. So that's what we're going to use. So we wound up using 3 different colors, so I could do small, medium, large, and we're going to do 3 sections over on the upper, on the upper left, the upper right, and then down at the bottom with the phrases or titles. And I just switch off which one is going to be the bigger one, medium, and small, trying to make sure that, you just get one of each color in your little section of 3, wherever you put your section of 3s are. And then one more. Pink, and then the final pink size up there. Perfect. Okay. So now, and looking at this, I believe everything is in. So what we're going to do is, I want to say, is this red? Yeah, I did a small amount of the red fire brick, lumberjack plaid, lumberjack plaid spritz. And then we did gold and we did black. Those are the 3 colors of choice for splatters for this collection, or this particular layout. And like I said, this one was fun. It was, I could find something colorful to go with the great happiness in my mom's photo, and still use some of this collection, because I had the complete like Happy Scrappy bag that Michelle had put together, and I never used it. I was like, I forgot I even had this. So this was a great way to bring it out, use it, and have it work for me, even though it's something a little bit different as a whole collection that I'm used to. And there you have it. There's our layout. I love it. I'm going to hold it up close as always, just so you can see some of the splattering. Yeah, and that's it. All right. So once it dries, I'm going to do my, what's that thing called? Journaling. And then in the final picture, you can see I've already done the journaling. So I just love how this one came out. This one was really cute and fun and colorful. And I thank you guys for joining me. So next week should be the last one. I think it was like the last 4 of the challenges that I had. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. And I will see you with our next video. And I hope you have a great weekend.